Chinese media is claiming that BTS got nominated for the Grammys because of China, because of China's efforts. Not because of all the international fans, but because of China. That's going to be our first story. Our second story is going to be a famous K-pop idol known to be in a very non-controversial K-pop group has been accused of using a drug. And the last one is going to be about an NCT member whose photos got leaked of him smoking. Alright, let's go with the first one. So Chinese media is claiming that BTS got nominated for the Grammys due to their efforts. So once again, China is claiming that South Korea did nothing and China did everything. This is so funny. It reminds me of how, because I live in New Zealand, sometimes Australia tries to do the same thing with New Zealand. Like how this one time I heard that Australia claimed that the singer Lorde, who was a New Zealand singer, was theirs at the height of her popularity. It's just funny. It's funny to us because between Aussie and New Zealand, we see it as a funny joke. But China's doing something a little bit more serious to South Korea. So, China's Global Times claimed the following. Their excellent achievements in recent years owe much to the contributions of Chinese army. You heard that right. Chinese army. And they continued. It seems that some fans have chosen to be understanding when it comes to the band, but it would be nicer if these young pop stars could think twice before voicing their opinions in public. Tolerance is based on respecting territorial and sovereign integrity and personal dignity. If Chinese are hurt a second time, it may cause a further loss of the Chinese army members. Psh, I don't care. You can leave. We got international fans. So, does anyone know why China is being so adamant about stealing South Korea's culture recently? Like the reason behind it? Is it like jealousy, or is it because they want to distort history? Like, what's happening? What is the reason? First, Chinese netizens got mad at BTS about a war where China was against South Korea, but they wanted to be acknowledged because they were also victims. Next was that they said the traditional clothing of South Korea, the traditional hanbok, was actually Chinese. And then they said that kimchi was also invented by China. And more recently, they talked about how the South Korean flag was actually designed by a Chinese citizen. Like, what is happening? What is happening? What is the reason behind this? You gotta tell me. I'm confused. If you know the answer, let me know in the comment section below. Alright, our next story is famous K-pop idol known to be in a very, very non-controversial group has been accused of using a drug. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this on YouTube. Am I allowed to say this on YouTube? I'll just say it, doesn't matter. Marijuana. So, B2B's Ilun, one of my favorite members of B2B, is currently under investigation for being accused of using the drug. Well, this piece of news actually was buried for a while because his case was actually sent to the prosecution in July of this year, and only now are we hearing about it. Ooh, I have some things to say about that, but first we'll just talk about the story. Police have confirmed through testimonies and account tracking that Ilhun has been using the drug for about 4 to 5 years now. So Ilhun actually went through a drug test, which they detected traces of the drug through his hair samples. They have confirmed that there is evidence that Ilhun bought the drug with not cash but cryptocurrency. So Ilhun's enlistment to the military is also under suspicion, as the timing of his enlistment was actually during the time of his drug investigation as well. So Cube Entertainment, who the B2B member is under, released a statement saying the following. We didn't know about the situation involving Ilhun and drugs. His enlistment was originally scheduled for March this year, but was delayed due to COVID-19. So not only did this B2B member try to hide that he bought the drug with cryptocurrency, but even his enlistment timing is under investigation. This is so weird. The thing is, I know there are going to be a lot of people saying, but it's marijuana. It's legal in other countries. I will support my bias. till the end, etc., etc. But like, it doesn't matter if the drug is legal in your country, because he lives in South Korea where it's illegal. So yeah, you can't really do anything about that. But I can tell you something. Let me tell you something. New Zealand, where I live, recently had a referendum asking people to vote whether they wanted marijuana to be legal or not for recreation use. It's legal for medical use. Yes, that's right. Thank you. But you know what happened? People said no. The majority of New Zealand voted no. I voted yes because it literally does not affect me if people take the drug or not. But yes, are you listening? New Zealand said no. Meaning that people need to calm down and accept the fact that marijuana is still illegal in most places. Your bias is not above the law, because I've been seeing people defending, and that's fine. You can defend them, your opinion, whatever. But like, don't be going saying everywhere like, oh, it's legal in my country, so he's fine. Like, but still illegal where he lives, right? He's a citizen of South Korea, so just try to understand that he doesn't live where you live. Also, it's surprising because this is a B2B member. A B2B member. Literally the least problematic group in the K-pop industry. And while I do agree that they remain the least problematic K-pop group, because Ilun's actions actually don't affect anyone else but himself, because he still did something illegal, guys. It's still illegal. You gotta hold him accountable, guys. The other thing is that this news was buried. South Korea media tried to bury this piece of news, but it's coming out now and I don't know why. The thing is, South Korean media are so quick to blame, insult, harass female K-pop idols and destroy their careers, but literally as soon as a male K-pop idol is the person that's like up for discussion, the same rules don't apply. I'm talking about like Park Bom and like more recently Boa. What does a girl have to do to like stop people talking about her? Like, I guess you just can't become a celebrity. Okay, and the last one. Honestly, our last story. I'm beginning to think that I need to have like a NCT special every week, because or like a what problematic thing did NCT do this week, that type of thing, because this isn't actually problematic, but I'm beginning to think that many of the NCT members smoke. So photos of Jungwoo leaked online of him smoking, and these photos literally went viral. It's so funny how far and quick they spread. They went from a South Korean community forum to Twitter and spread like wildfire, like so quickly. Fans were just like, they had opinions about this story. They had opinions about Jungwoo's habit. So opinions are heavily divided in the in-citizen fandom. Some are saying that since he is a K-pop idol, he needs to be a good influence due to the enormous amount of young, impressionable K-pop fans, and others are saying that it's a bad habit and he should get rid of it because it will cause problems for his health, and his job requires him to sing and dance, right? And then there are others that are saying that since Jungwoo is an adult, he should be able to do what he likes and make the decisions that he likes. He make his own decisions. Now, Lucas was also previously found to be a smoker earlier this year, where he had like this hilarious reaction after accidentally flashing his cigarettes during a video chat with fans. He's kind of what's the word? Careless a little bit like that. But it was funny. But I know this feeling very well. So if you heard about Jungwoo smoking and you're like, oh my God, my bias smokes. I know this feeling because Chinese Taemin is my ultimate bias, and when I found out that he's a smoker, I wasn't surprised, because it is a known fact over there in South Korea that young men smoke. It's just a fact. It's just very normal for them to smoke in South Korea, okay? But I was worried about his health, The only thing I could think to do was ignore that fact about my bias. I'm not a fan of smokers, okay? I do not like secondhand smoke smell. I detest that smell. It's disgusting, okay? While on one hand, I actually agree that Jungwoo is an adult and he should be able to make his own decisions, I would still be a little put off about the fact that he smokes, if you get what I'm trying to say. I think when it comes to Taemin, I blocked out that fact from my brain until now. Now I'm revisiting that memory of me reading the news about how Taemin smokes. Ugh, oh my god, okay. I don't like it, but it's what it is, okay? I don't like knowing it, but I'm sure there are people who understand me. It would be nice if Jungwoo doesn't smoke publicly. I know it's hard to get away from like cameras, but for his image, it would be good if he keeps it on the down low. Because I remember when pictures of Taemin came out and he was smoking, he tried to do it more secretively, I guess, because I haven't seen many photos after that. I didn't see many photos after that. So yeah, you guys let me know what you think about this and all of the other stories. I'm Corey. That's catching up with important issues in K-pop. Please remember to like and subscribe and share, guys, so that more people can view this channel. I do videos like this. I don't know how to advertise myself. How do I market myself? If you like my video, then tell your friends. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day or night or morning or wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next time. Bye.